having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. No rest for cross-chops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
What's up, guys? VMG Mr. Popo here. This is my first Path of Exile 2 video. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be my last. But I've been enjoying the game, Path of Exile 2. I was an avid Path of Exile 1 player from launch. Not the best at it, and I'm still not the best at it, but I enjoyed it a lot. And I've been enjoying Path of Exile 2. I have some faults, some problems with it, but I've been enjoying it. And the build that I've enjoyed most so far is my Molten Blast GEMLING Legionnaire. That's what we're going to be breaking down today. So as you can see, Molten Blast GEMLING, attack time 0.11 attacks, 0.11 seconds attack time with an almost 9 attacks per second, and that looks like this, and can be made higher and faster. So obviously the cool thing with Molten Blast, which is similar to Tempest Flurry, although I have tested them, Tempest Flurry will have a higher on-screen attack time, but I don't think you move as much between steps. So you can see every time I press Molten Blast, I move a pretty substantial distance. I had a higher on-screen attack time for Tempest Flurry, but I didn't move as fast. Maybe someone could tell me why. But this is Molten Blast. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's break down. And like I said, I do have a way of making it much faster. But let's break down how I've managed to reach such a high attack speed on my character. So we're gonna need a few things open. Oh, pow, pow, pow. All right. So, simply put, there are 4 main contributors to my attack speed. There are some others that I'm going to point out, but there are 4 main contributors to my attack speed. 1, everybody knows, Falcon technique. 1% increased attack speed per 15 dexterity. Nice. Falcon drive. 1% increased attack speed per 250 accuracy rating. And then Falcon punch, which is another one everyone knows about. 3% increased attack speed per 25 dexterity. The 4th and most crucial part in my eyes of my build is the Falcon kick. The like a side, like a side A, like a Sunday, like a stay. This shield, Rampart Tower shield, with the stat accuracy rating is doubled, and as we know, dexterity gives 5 accuracy rating per 1 dexterity, and enhanced effectiveness doubles the inherent bonuses from dexterity, strength, and intelligence, which means dexterity gives 10 accuracy per 1 dexterity. I have 681 dexterity. This could be much higher with Astramentus. I hope people are still following. I don't have Astramentus. I have this here. So if you have Astramentus, your build would be better than mine. Let's have a look at this graph here. Bang. Guess who made this? It was ChatGPT. So, Falcon technique gave me an additional 45% increased accuracy rating with, increased attack speed with 681 dexterity. Falcon technique was giving me 45% increased attack speed. For reference, a good attack speed node, like sand in the eyes, is giving me 10% increased attack speed. A jewel giving me attack speed would only give me 4% increased attack speed. So 45 is a large number. But Hand of Wisdom in action, which is giving me 3% per 25 dexterity, which is obviously more. It's better than 1 for 15. It's giving me 81% increased attack speed, which is here 126% with the two combined. But that's not the highest amount that we're getting. Falcon Dive is giving me alone 107% increased attack speed from my accuracy rating. Let's have a look at what my accuracy rating is. So my accuracy rating is main hand accuracy rating 53,797, which could be made even higher, but that's where we're at right now. 53,000 accuracy rating is giving me 107% increased attack speed. But even better than that is my Lycoside Rampart Tower Shield, which is doubling my accuracy rating, therefore doubling the increase to all of my dexterity and all of my accuracy rating through Falcon Dive, which is giving me a further 107.5%, which is what this would be giving me, but because it rounds down, we don't get the 0.5, so we actually get the 0.5 on with the shield, which gives us 215% accuracy rating in total from the Falcon Dive, adding the shield, which leaves us with a total attack speed bonus from just these 4 parts at 341% increased attack speed. That is a boatload of attack speed, and it makes everything fast. It's cool. It's nice. Let's just break down a few other places attack speed is coming from. Yes, jewels with a small amount of attack speed on them. Not this one, actually. Maybe not even this one. This one has accuracy rating. There you go. So 10% increased accuracy rating. Attack speed. Yeah, we've got some jewels with attack speed and accuracy rating. We also have, obviously, increases to dexterity. 5% increased dexterity here, which will be accuracy rating. We've got 8% increased dexterity here. We have a lovely Time Lost jewel here. That the Time Lost diamond is giving me cold res per small and 3% increased dexterity per notable, of which we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 12% increased dexterity. And then we have this, which is giving us a whole bunch of accuracy rating. So gain accuracy rating equal to your strength. 393 times 2 because of my Rampart Tower Shield is almost 800 increased accuracy rating just from strength alone with the 10% increased attack damage. So that's a nice node on its own. You're also getting 5% increased accuracy rating, 5% increase, 5% increase. That's 15% increased accuracy rating from those 3. This is all adding to my attack speed, and that is why my attack speed is fast. If you're still following, that's where the attack speed is coming from. There is probably things I'm missing out on, and potentially I could definitely increase the attack speed very easily by getting more accuracy on my jewels or increase attack speed or many different ways, but to be honest, it probably wouldn't really be that worth it. So that's where the speed is coming from. Next, we could break down quickly where the damage, the actual, I'm doing mostly lightning damage. If we look at the skill itself, here you can see lightning damage per use is 41,000. Fire damage is 12,000, and no, sorry, not even 12,000. 1,200 and 1,000 for the physical damage. So the total damage is mostly contributed to by the lightning damage. So where is the majority of lightning damage coming from? I did have a rare equivalent mace, which was producing similar numbers, but it was much more expensive and didn't have the upside of this item. So 1 to 80 lightning damage, a bunch of accuracy rating, a bunch of attack speed. These are all things that I want. But also this stat here on our Ourovasara Torment Club. Nothing to do with Falcon, so we don't care about it. Because this is the Falcon speed, build. Coined right now. Falcon speed, build. Falcon speed, Molten Blast, GEMLING, accuracy stacking, build. The important part of this one is on hitting an enemy, you gain maximum added lightning damage equal to the enemy's power for 6 seconds up to a total of 500. The power is based on if the enemy attacked is normal, you get 1 power. Magic is 2, rare is 5, and unique monsters always have a power of 20. As you can see here, you're getting basically a value of lightning damage based on how many of them you're killing. So whilst I'm clearing creep, my build, my DPS, tooltip DPS is much higher than this. And I'm often running Herald of Thunder as well to just make it even quicker to kill stuff. So when I'm clearing, I run Herald of Thunder over the War Banner, and when I'm going to kill a boss, I put the War Banner on. I'll show you why in a little while. So that's where a majority of my damage is going to come from my weapon. Obviously, a lot of that damage is going to come from the Hand of Wisdom action, which is why we need a lot of int, 572 int. So we're getting 1 to 10 lightning damage per 10 int, which is a very nice thing to have. Pretty much everyone's using Hand of Wisdom action. More damage is coming from just having, I guess, an Ingenuity belt, 83%. You could have a better one, you could have a worse one. Ingenuity is increasing, say, this 124% lightning damage is increased by 83%. Other places damage is coming from are nodes like this. 3% increased damage per 5% of your lowest attribute, which is strength, which is 300 and whatever I said it was. Things like this, 1% increased damage per 1% chance to block. We have capped block with glancing blow, so that is a 75% increased attack damage. Things like these that I'm probably going to remove. Increased attack damage with one-handed maces, chance to maim, attack speed with one-handed weapons, 15 dex. Probably going to remove those, I'm not going to lie. Also over here, 25% increased attack damage, attack chance. Yep. Nice. This one's actually really good. This is probably the one I missed out on showing the most. Get increased attack speed with one-handed melee weapon, 6%. Then 15% increased accuracy, and then strength and dex. So this one I really like these ones. Out of all the mace ones, this might be the only ones I keep. I probably remove these, and do the obvious lucky lightning damage. The only reason I don't have this is every time I was kind of like 2 or 3 away from it, as I leveled, I would be like, well, I don't have enough to get it, and I would get something like this, and I just haven't got around to removing them and putting it into this yet, and I will do that, especially because I've travelled 5 points over here to get these. I'm sure it's better to have the Lucky Lightning, as it's sometimes 30% more damage. This as well, not really worth having, but for now, this is how it is. That's where I'm getting a majority of my damage from. Is there anything I'm missing in terms of damage that I should explain? No, there's not. There's nothing particularly special. Of course, jewels. I have 2 levels to Molten Blast. That's a helpful jewel. I do have stats on my jewels. Okay, stats on my jewels. Whilst we're here, I will break down some of the more specific jewels that I have and the reason why you need them. You probably need this jewel. Recover 2% of mana on kill. This is because when you're clearing, you can run out of mana pretty quickly. Or at least you can run out of mana because you're using your skill as a move skill as well. So you're moving using your skill. It costs 66 mana per use. 62. Could be a lot more if you had more proj skills. More projectile skill, increased level. So this one, needed to sustain mana whilst clearing. Also, I like things like increased elemental damage, and this is just a decent jewel. I should probably risk corrupting it, but I'm not going to right now. You also need, just for me, I need this 5% increased block. So That's the only way I'm going to be capped. I could, you know, put something else here and get a block node like this. I could just get that, put a better jewel here, but so far I'm not doing that. The melee rage on hit here is unfortunate. I was stupid and I thought that this had a melee portion, the Molten Blast. It does not, and you will not get anything from that. Although when I use my quarterstaff strike to get my bell down, I do technically get some rage off of that. This is useless, the rage, but I need the block. You might not need the block. You might find a better way to do this and not need the block, and then you could use another cool jewel, like maybe one like this with lightning damage, proj damage, and stats. Okay, so that's a breakdown of the damage as well as the attack speed. The flat damage is going to be lightning damage. Lightning damage, Molten Blast. I'm also, of course, increasing my damage with Tempest Bell when I am killing enemies. I am using conductivity if the enemy has lightning resistance. I occasionally, but very rarely, use Voltaic Mark in order to increase my shock effect. And my War Banner is a huge damage buff. A huge damage buff. And I'll show you that in a minute. But now we'll break down skill gems and support gems. Molten Blast. We have Lightning Infusion. 25% damage and extra lightning damage. Absolutely brilliant for this build. As you can see, it's giving me a huge damage increase. We're doing mostly lightning damage. This is just useful. Bullseye. More accuracy rating. We want accuracy. Martial Tempo. More attack speed. We want attack speed. Primal Armament. Support skills deal 25% more weapon elemental damage. This is the concerning one. We have here concentrated effect. I don't know how the skill gem is working for me exactly. More area damage, less area of effect. Okay, what portion of my skill is doing the area of effect damage? Is it this projectile piece that's coming off here? So I'm basically admitting right now I don't know if this is even benefiting. See this projectile that comes off of my attacks? Most of the time I'm not hitting things with that. Most of the time I'm hitting them with my with the close kind of portion of the attack. I have heard that the projectile does more damage, like the shrapnel that comes off as well, but I seem to kill things pretty quickly. There is, if I can do it, a way, because usually when you're attacking things you kind of basically run right into them and you can't help it because you move so fast. I have seen a video suggesting, well, I don't know if it's true, that with Molten Blast you do more damage with the projectiles. There's a way that I always struggle to do of utilizing this shield wall, and as you can see now I'm staying still until the shield wall crumbles, and you can put persistence, or whatever it's called, the thing that makes it last longer. I'm rambling here, but yeah, you can use the shield wall if you do it right, like I did the first time, to stay still whilst you're attacking, and then you can use the projectile portion. Anyway, back to my point. The concentrated effect, I'm not sure if it's actually giving me the damage increase that it says it is, because I'm not sure I'm hitting people with this projectile. If anyone could let me know, that would be great. But I am using concentrated effect. It might be useless. To increase damage, Tempest Bell with heavy swing, elemental focus, leverage, close combat, huge damage increase. Leap slam, I've got holy descent, momentum, voltaic mark, conductivity, heightened curse, focused curse. I'm running precision on overwhelming presence, which is just to get stuns off quicker on bosses and stuff. I mean, I could stop using this potentially, but yeah, increase accuracy rating while supported skill is active. Shield wall with Font of Rage and Fortress. This is very helpful for getting rage, and also it builds up. I don't know if everyone knows this, but it does work. You can build up your War Banner by, as you see, I've got 50 stacks now. You don't need to kill enemies, you can just hit walls. So that's really helpful. And Wind Dancer with Clarity, Blind, and Maim. That's what I'm using in terms of support skill gems and support gems. I'm sure someone can tell me there's a better way of using them, and I will listen because I love advice. When I'm clearing, I use Herald of Thunder with Culling Strike instead of the War Banner. I find that to be more Well, it just makes clearing a lot faster, basically. So that's cool. Anything else I have to break down at all for the entire build before I just get to a showcase? Okay, let's just go over gear in general, just quickly. Gear in general. So, I've gone over the Atomic Club, the Light Side Ripen Tower Shield, and the Fugitive Hand of Wisdom Falcon Punch. What haven't I gone over? Grand Regalia, attributes, and elemental resist. You can get a better one. You can have a worse one. This is almost a cure-all item. It cures my elemental resistances, socketed with all these Ellie reses. You can get a better Hand of Wisdom in action than me. I dropped these and I just liked them. You can get better ones. I could get a better one. They're not even expensive. I don't have them. Ingenuity, 83%. Get a better one, get a worse one. I had a 74% one. I got an 83% one. I was exaggerating in my head how much difference it was going to make, but I mean, still pretty good. Interesting thing, boots, no movement speed. I understand movement speed is necessary for almost every build, and I also know that dodging, the dodge speed is improved with movement speed. I've managed to do this to avoid every attack from bosses. I never dodge. Probably sounds stupid, but I really don't dodge. I never press this move button here. So I have the luxury of not needing attack speed on my boots, which made these really cheap. I could definitely get better ones still for cheap. I also have no attack speed on the passive skill tree. Like these ones, just I have no attack speed. Which is nice to not have to worry about attack speed. Alright, so let's go Amulet. I'm allocating Insightfulness. Insightfulness is very good. It's giving me 6% increased intelligence, minor regeneration rate, and energy shield. Very nice. The energy shield is useless. I might, who knows, maybe there's something better to add there. But for now, Insightfulness. I have just thought. Very important thing, but let's leave that for now. Okay, now I'm getting all attributes and int on this, as well as 14 spirit, which I need in order to run one more aura. So maybe this could be changed out for something else, and definitely if you have an Astromentus, put that there. And don't worry about your extra aura, you'll be getting a lot more from Astromentus. Rings. This one I got for 1 or 2 div, and it's pretty good. It's not brilliant, but I get the lightning damage, evasion, max life, dex, int, strength. This one cost me a bit more. Fire damage, evasion, max life, strength, dex, int, all over 40. You can get better rings, and that would be a huge boost to your build. A huge boost to your build. Helmet, got some evasion. I got high evasion. I got dex, int, and chaos. What do they want? Okay, we'll deal with that later on. Sorry, man. You're maybe not gonna get your emerald for 10 exalts right now. Have that another time. Alright, so we could call that a day and just say the guide is complete. I will throw in some kind of demonstrations of the Falcon Punch, Falcon Kick. Kind of just a demo of it. I'll kill Zest, T4 Zest. I'll kill some bosses, and I will do some map clear, and I hope that is good with you. VMG, Mr. Popo, out. Big love, big sunshines, big Falcon stuff in your face. Mwah. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to break down my kind of boss kill strategy, which is how we're getting a way higher on-screen attack time. That is going to be to use the War Banner. So if I now, just to kind of show you, we're going to use Rage as well. So if I get up my stuff here, you can see the DPS is going to go up with Rage, goes up to 290 foul, and then when I press this, 12.6 attacks per second, which actually pretty much lags out the screen. And yeah. Oh, sorry, not 12. Yeah. Yeah. It was faster. It did more damage. You saw the numbers. It kills bosses. I have proof that it kills bosses. And it's really good. That's because War Banner here, War Banner is going to give me some cool stuff. It's going to give me 30% increased accuracy rating. I only just started using this, and that's why it's a level 18 gem. So it would be better if I had a higher level gem. I just don't have one right now. And it also gives me more attack damage. So that's more attack damage, more accuracy rating. Accuracy rating is attack speed, and that's why I get such a big boost from the War Banner. So yeah, that's the part I missed.